In 2011, Gadgil report was put in front of the government that these Western Ghats are very vulnerable for floods because there is a wrong, irresponsible development going on, and came up with a plan to stop it and to prevent these kind of floods which they predicted. But a delegation of Kerala cardinals from the church went to Sonia Gandhi and convinced her not to do it because they are one of the big landowners and their land would be disrupted, and they threatened all kinds of things. So no action was taken. Well, that's history, but it's important to understand it. Now the same Gadgil is
landowners; they're also land grabbers.
Land grabbers. That's
the first right over the prime land. It's not just during the British that the church got prime real estate in all cities of India, wherever the British settled down, in and around, the prime estate, large tracts of it were given to the church. And they take it as a divine right to claim it from the Indian government, and the Indian government has been obliging. If they land grab, nobody in the government has the guts to stop it. Just as if mosque takes over public land, nobody has the guts to say we shall demolish it like we demolish other illegal structures.
Right. And even in recent days during the floods, the Kerala Church spokesperson have said they will not accept any intervention in their properties. And Gadgil has, the same man has come out and said that Goa could be next, because similar things have happened in Goa also. Now these are environmentalists, so that is an issue the media doesn't want to talk about. The next issue is this.
No, but then let's finish that story about these cardinals going to Sonia Gandhi, and then she arm twisting the government not to take any follow-up action on the Gadgil report. Is that right?
Right.
And
that is correct. That is correct.
That's what you had talked about.
That's what we're talking about. So you know, at least it's a topic for conversation. The media ought to at least talk about it. Another thing is, when this Kerala flood started, there was a flurry of fundraising in the United States. You expect all kind of church groups and this and that, everybody raising funds. I called a few of them and said, are you willing to come on my show and go on the record that you will give an audited statement of where every dollar goes to make sure it all goes to the victims and it is not siphoned off anywhere else? And are you willing to come and give me the assurance that none of this will be diverted towards proselytizing and conversion? They were not willing to do that. In 2004, when the tsunami hit, my foundation raised a lot of money to build a youth hostel right where the orphans were and look after them. And the village panchayat gave us the land because the Tamil Nadu government was only giving land to World Vision and these kind of foreign NGOs. So Swami Dayanand Saraswati asked me to go and build a documentary. I've spent 3 months living there with a camera crew, and the documentary is around 30 minutes, which is on my website. We showed what World Vision was doing and how they were diverting funds. You come for help, they'll give you a leaflet, they'll put you into this conversion program. If you say no, then you are in a secondary line. All of this stuff was going on. And I've also found out that 75% of the millions of dollars that these people raised were not used in the disaster, but they were kept for future use to rebuild the community, but rebuild the community according to their ideology. So they would build the kind of evangelistic programs and education and all that for those, and converting people. So the money was largely, only 20-30% was used for the actual disaster relief while it was happening. The rest of it was used later on over many years to, convert the demographics of that whole Nagapattinam district. Now I have this data, and I was shocked that years have gone by, nobody has gone afterwards. When the water receded, people thought the matter is over, but the matter is not over. The after effects go on for decades. And so no investigative reporter has gone there. So regarding World Vision, I have bad news. In the Kerala floods, Amazon India, on their website, to raise funds for Kerala floods, they're advertising World Vision. So they are supporting World Vision as the charity of choice for Kerala funds. So, World Vision is a very corporate entity. They got lawyers, they got marketing people, they're very sophisticated, they work with governments, they go work with media, they fly the people who promote them
Even
to
Indian
international places.
give it to them, Rajiv.
Yes, yes.
Indian corporate. I really
Yes.
think that we should give a call for boycott of Amazon if they
Yes.
act in a partisan manner. And I certainly will not order anything further from Amazon till such time as they give up this partisan conduct.
You see, what's happening is, from one disaster to the next, things are getting worse in the sense, at least I could go and criticize what these people were doing in the tsunami. At least I had a voice. Maybe I had a small voice, nothing to beat the media with, but nobody came after me, they ignored me. Now they don't like some voices like ours to raise these issues. Even the issue being raised that says, okay, we ought to have some safeguards, that is very dangerous. These guys will come after you. I want to do a comparison with China. Now, China does not allow people like World Vision to have a free play and come in and set up their camps and do what they want. If foreign funded evangelists and so on want to donate, they have to donate to the government, and they have to be, whatever work these people are allowed to do is under government supervision. They are not allowed to just go out and do what they want. Now, India is not a poor country anymore. It has enough wealth. Why do we want to be beggars and sell out our poor people, poor vulnerable people, at the mercy of these foreign breaking India forces? So it's also a matter of dignity for a country that we should be able to look after our own people. And we have, by the way, there are 8.5 lakh people doing rescue work in Kerala, according to a report by First Post. So it's not a shortage of manpower. And I know I was on the board of the American Red Cross. Beyond a certain amount of manpower, the disaster it's counterproductive to just keep dumping more and more relief workers. After a certain optimum number of relief workers, it's a liability to just have random people show up trying to help. So Kerala does not have a shortage of good, competent, hard-working relief work. They are doing an incredible job. So many people, the government, the Navy, military, doing an incredible job. So while that work is going on, as far as the money part is concerned to support it, there is enough wealth in India that we don't need to go out as beggars somewhere. So we don't need either physical labor volunteers from somewhere else, nor do we need their money. And if they want to help, it should be channeled and properly scrutinized by our own people. So I'm the one who's trying to make a case for that. And I'm being hit and stopped because what I want to say is considered very dangerous.